Alrighty, hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back. You know what, I just realized I get to open another Pokemon pack, but it's the same day. Let's go. Okay, be right back. Okay, so last episode was absolutely crazy. You can go check it out right there if you want to see it. I'd recommend doing so because this is a follow-up on what happened last time, and there was so much crazy lore in the last part, you really can't miss out on it. Anyway, let's open this Pokemon card pack. And then we're helping the kid find his grandpa, supposedly, which isn't really his grandpa. Okay, we got a Bagon, a Wobbuffet, a Litleo, a Dwebble, a Hippopotas, a Shiny Boost Shake, Stoutland, Thunder Energy, a Scroll of the Fanged Dragon, and a Swoobat, which is finally something new. And oh, look at that, a Lombre. Lombre. Both of the last two are new, so that's good. Let's get into it. I believe we're gonna talk to some locals and yawn it out. Let's go. Hello, Kazan.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
Yes.
You mean the village keepers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me think.
Okay.
When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Fair enough.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
What? Okay, walks away? Sure, that's okay. I will go ahead and ask Shawnee instead. Hey, Shawnee.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
No hello, just hey. No hey.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Yes.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on.
Why is she
at
so
night.
tense?
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
That is what you just said.
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right?
Yes, Adam.
He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground.
Okay.
It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that?
It wasn't actually them doing it.
Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Yeah, you would, Shawnee.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Gotcha, thank you. Alright, well, that was not a very worthy interview either. I'm walking on a tapestry. Hey, Maruf. Sorry, you don't have any info for me? I'm leaving. Hey, Jabadi.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
I get it, space out. It's a double meme because he talks about the stars, but also spaces out.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while.
He's talking about the real one. Hey, it's been a while.
The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the
Stop
road as
saying
usual.
this.
I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them.
Stop saying spaced out.
She's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora.
Okay.
Might explain why she's always mad at me.
Why are you telling me this?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
Thank you for having your wife
It was
be mad.
nothing. Hey, you're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh. Supposedly,
Ooh,
yes.
that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you.
What a cutie.
I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned,
No.
you're family.
No.
Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Oh. What's wrong, Sina? Something happened?
Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
King Deshret and the three Magi. I don't know how to pronounce that word at all. Stay quiet. and not be suspicious. I never walk, so I'm kinda sus by walking instead of sprinting, actually. Whoa, I'm walking down these stairs so elegantly. Sino, what's going on?
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Sure.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever.
That is solid evidence.
Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King.
King Deshret, by the way, just in case you didn't know.
Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Sacrifice? King Deshret, by the way, if you didn't know.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
That's exactly what it means, Makan.
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
He's not a firm believer of the Archon anyway, so...
Who are you? Where did you come from?
The shadows.
My patience is running thin.
Oh?
You heard what I asked.
Whoa! Okay, that must be his burst mode.
Yeah. Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes.
Bro!
One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
First of all, it just auto-played out of nowhere, because his animation stopped, so it auto-skipped it.
Let's not get on his bad
He
side,
said,
okay?
bro!
I am no match for
My
this
immersion is ruined. Yo, home slice, make sure we can be careful here. Hit him with a dab.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Am I your bro too?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
King Deshret, by the way.
Well, I only know a few
King
things
Deshret.
from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up. I swear.
I don't believe you, Sharkan. Slice
Hey.
them.
Go on. Keep talking.
Yeah.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life.
What, the mad scholars is what's ruining your life?
Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return.
King Deshret, by the way.
Delavar also said that once
King
the
Deshret?
Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we
Stop
conquer the
saying
land on the other
Scarlet
side of the
King every
wall.
time.
They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King
Say
and
under
fight
him.
for a share of the glory.
Oh my god.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it.
He's just telling us everything. This is great.
At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said.
That's just to get more people to believe. Easy to set up.
Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
Wow, what an absolute leech. Or snitch. Snake.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, the academia is probably the true target of their hatred. Yeah, definitely.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
Oh, I want to see this.
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he
See?
probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen
What
him
about
at
you,
all?
bro? No, but this just shows that he's the one that's been taking them away after spreading the rumor. It's easy.
No,
No,
not
bro.
at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Yeah, right.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
Gimme.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this.
Alright.
Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
You better. It's for your own safety.
Who That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty
Half to death.
terrifying.
Good thing I'm not one of your enemies.
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
Sure. All the more reason for you to not get on his bad side.
I heard that.
So what? What's the problem about it?
Sorry.
There's no need to. Why am I apologizing?
It's part of being a Matra.
Yeah, I don't understand why we're apologizing. It's just facts.
The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead,
Yeah.
but we need to check a few more places.
The scholars' homes, maybe?
Very well.
All right. Oh,
Isak!
he's back.
I'm here.
I know.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
All right. Follow Isak. Let's go, young one. These are cool. I'm glad they added this. It adds a lot of life to the game. Genuine moving stuff and following them. It's very cool. I like it a lot. It started with, I think,
Grandpa?
Yanfei?
Oh, he likes to be alone.
In
Sometimes
the
he
Chasm
stares
Quest?
at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him.
Ah,
But he's a good person, really.
I believe
I
it.
know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Oh, he knows it's not. Hey, wait. Wait, I'm drawing something. Can you read it? I wrote lol, haha, ha. Oh, look at that. It actually does the sliding. That's really cool.
This is where Grandpa usually stays.
It's not much of a house, is it?
There sure isn't much here.
What's the smell? Sino, did you catch a faint whiff of incense?
No.
No?
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
It definitely is, which would make sense, because they're supposedly all crazy from the
But are
incense.
you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
I'm okay so far.
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
Yes.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it works.
Does he know Tignari, I wonder?
So, you know Tainari?
Okay, he knows him as well.
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes.
Ah, that's cool. That's really cool. He just said yes.
Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
Of course he did. That's what Tainari does.
No. No need.
Yeah, right. Guys, I'm passing out.
Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house?
No, there was a scholar that went nuts that should have been sent to the desert, but didn't. And, I smelled it there.
In the forest. From a scholar.
Mm-hmm. Let's keep looking for more clues. Okay, what you gotta say, Isak?
Where did Grandpa go?
I like how it told us to split. Oh, he's just walking. This is what I mean. Look at how alive this looks, just because he's walking around. It's so nice.
Take it easy.
Why is there star shrooms here? Observe the goods. Daily necessities, okay? Necessities. Someone's been living here the entire time. Doesn't really look like it has. Sign up. There's no sign of anything here. I thought it was pretty good. I think I deserve more than a from that.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Footsteps.
Here it is.
Yeah, a trail.
Take a look right here.
Oh my god, it's sand. Wait, we're not in a desert, are we?
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Wait, let me use my elemental sight.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here.
I got Yelan, she would have seen them.
From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area.
Mm-hmm.
Local shoes.
Yeah,
This was probably someone from the village.
let's go.
The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
You mean someone else has been here?
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
The dude spreading the rumors. Come on now, lads.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Lured him away, so that's what happened. Yeah, of course.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
You get lured away by food all the time.
Hey, what's wrong with liking good food?
Nothing, just
Everyone's
say.
got something they love in life.
So what? This is such a bad. You're so stupid, floating baby.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge.
I like things smelling like nothing, or I like the smell of grass. I don't know. Just I like the smell of outside, of nature. That's about it.
Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days.
Right.
and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
This sounds pretty easy to like manipulate.
No, Grandpa.
It's fine, Isak. We'll go look for him.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
To strengthen the rumor that's being spread, not to actually resurrect King Deshret.
Are the rumors really true?
No, they're just. Oh my god. Fine, it's the only lead.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
Yes.
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong.
Isak,
Please help him.
what do you think I'm doing, young man?
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
It's true.
Let's head to Aru village and inform
Yes.
Candace and the others about what we learned here.
And set off.
After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Sounds great. I knew I knew it'd be here. This is gonna be so fun to explore. I actually can't wait. Look at this, there's so much surface on the top of this place. It is actually going to take 27 years. This video does not end until 100% sumeru exploration. More like this video doesn't end until I have 3 children and I'm married. Candace, I'll miss you.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice too.
Yes. It's a new video, I'm allowed to simp again. Both would look great on you, Candace.
We're back, Candace. We've got a lot to tell you.
We do.
Ah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Kinda.
Oh, Dia's here too.
You didn't see her from the distance, you blind?
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Is the wave new? They both just waved, that was cute. Well, I don't know if smoothly is the term, but yeah, it went okay.
Reasonably.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll hate them didn't go with you?
Of course not.
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Wow, good deduction.
Did you find out anything useful?
Yeah, quite a bit. Yes. Here's everything I know.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
Yep. Oh. It's more the rumor spreading,
The
lads.
resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I
King
know,
Deshret, by the way.
kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it.
Guys.
But as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here.
Okay, Sino, you have to notice this guy. Come on, you have the 6th sense.
Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Really?
Makes sense.
Of course. Is the guy still eavesdropping?
So what should we do
He is
then?
still there.
Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other
don't
day,
you track the
that would be your
incense?
next
I don't get
logical
it.
step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip.
Great.
Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern?
Yeah.
Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
Awesome.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Okay.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
Okay. I feel like I've heard these names somewhere before.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's
Don't mention
being
it.
broke.
Oh no.
The rougher
Oh,
life
no.
gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King.
Okay.
Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia.
Okay. He's gone.
Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Sure.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out.
But Dia, I... Winking at me. She's more like pointing her eyes that direction. Maybe I should stay quiet for now, definitely.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Ah, that's what it is, of course. Alright, good justification. I don't drink to drink. I drink to gather intel.
Let's head out.
Did you see him, Sino? I feel like you should have
Now
sensed
hold
this guy.
on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Oh?
Why?
Aru village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out.
Yeah.
The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here.
Yeah, that's OG. That's like where I live, dude. They're in the middle of nowhere.
Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
Smart. What? Why are we surprised?
I need to go around and ask some questions. But it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
He understands.
Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me.
Okay.
And we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken.
Yeah.
Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Let's go.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Oh, he was still there. Oh, and he's running. Alright, let's run after him. Definitely have to. Come on, chop chop. I feel like we have to catch up to him. This would have been such a cool twist, no? Look at how pretty this is. Probably one of my best pictures in the game so far. With like the cool city down here, super cool sun, a little bit of that weird pyramid thing, Lumine looking absolutely scenic with little foot here, and two cats doing cat things. Okay, look, nothing weird. Oh, alright, he jumped off a cliff. There we go, look at that.
Well, here we are again.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Yeah, a little bit.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist?
A wall is tall.
It's almost unreal.
Yep, nail on the head, it's a fake wall.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms?
Well, I don't know.
It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms.
Yeah.
It serves a more important purpose. Keeping out people like us.
Mm-hmm. Then it must have been the academia that built it after the Fatui joined. There's no way that Archon did that, right?
Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages.
Yeah, there you go.
To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim.
Yeah.
We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied.
Hey,
The academia believes we're underserving.
we're actually trying to help one of those.
Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million.
Oh, well, there you go.
The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
Yep, fair enough.
That's terrible.
It is. But that's why we're trying to overthrow these sages, and it'll probably, change.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Let's do it. We can do it. I bet we can. I understand how she feels. I hope she doesn't do anything drastic, though.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
Maybe just a little bit.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all.
Fair enough.
Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Uh-huh.
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people.
Yeah.
So be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for.
I'm staying quiet.
Our mission started the moment we arrived here.
Right.
Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Okay. Let's go. Who is Dea friends
Just
with?
our luck. None of them are here today.
Unlucky.
You mean, you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
She didn't remember this guy.
Zaki.
Oh,
Finally, a friendly face.
okay. There's two people here, and she didn't
And
realize
who do you
this
have
was a
with
friend.
You here? Guests from another land?
Yes. Hello. Nice to meet you. Very robotic.
Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
Sure.
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways.
Okay.
Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen Engur, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
Let me guess. 3 days.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Mm-hmm. A spice deal, you say? Yes, sounds spicy.
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Sounds like he's very busy with schemes.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal
He's
a
gonna mention
secret. Y'all at
No?
Caravan
Never mind.
Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
This is one of the bad guys, right?
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
That was easy. Let's go. Thank you, Dia. What is this, like secret passage? Oh my god, you have to climb over the wall.
Are we there yet?
Maybe we're getting baited.
Yep, this is the place.
Yeah, we're being ambushed for sure.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Weird?
Why don't you take a guess?
Yeah.
Go on. A wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Whoa.
It's an ambush!
Who would have thought? There's 5 men.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there.
And now you're all gonna die for it.
Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
None of them are from the academia.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Why are you looking at me? We were friends. I didn't, hello?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake!
It's fine. All Hatham's got our back now.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you?
I'm the strongest
Who do
one.
you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
Yes.
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think.
All of us losers are friends, man.
But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samio would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Oh, this is the guy that eavesdropped, okay.
Delavar. And Enger. You're here too, huh?
They're not even tough guys, they're just losers.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Is he half drunk or what?
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
Well, why do you want to overthrow the academia? You also want Mora.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Okay, that's not great.
Enough talking! Get him!
I think I'll hate them. Maybe gonna
Just
say
as I
this.
expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Dia, can we trial as you, please? Please, 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 please.
Following our new punch.
Alright, lads. What a fight. You truly are showing some backbone in this one. Watch this, though.
Your sins weigh upon your soul!
Whoa! Wait, I'm Razor. Wait, he's so cool. Hiya.
Your penance is due!
That's actually kind of cool. But that is very Razor-like. Oh, don't want me just climbing.
Busted.
Got him.
Impossible! How could you?
You guys suck.
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, that is what I said after all.
Yeah, when we got the little wink wink nudge nudge.
And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action.
And you didn't do any of the fighting, I did it all.
Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called flame main is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
Wow, who would have thought?
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
One swift kick, Dia knocks Zaki unconscious.
Okay, that should be all of them.
Great.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
Well, she saw the guy eavesdrop.
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Nice.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
And caught them.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
So, those names you mentioned.
Oh, you mean the funny names she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house?
Yeah.
The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Enger and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking.
Of course.
Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves.
Okay, that's what I was talking about earlier. I thought they'd be beefy boys, but they were just normal. So windy here. I'm getting cold. Can we go sit somewhere there's no wind?
Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Enger and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down.
So who's the ducktail bearded crook?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Right.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
Ah.
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Okay.
Wow, what a
All right.
genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for you.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
Keeping people out the desert?
About what?
I think that's still true.
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
There's no way. With this Disney game.
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're that kind of person.
What makes you so sure?
Even without an employer, you're still helping us out.
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
Wow, we're getting real involved now.
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon.
What are you leaving for?
I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude.
Well, even your village was saved by her.
Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people.
True.
Unless they were truly compassionate.
True.
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery.
Yeah.
But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia?
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Yelan E. Boom. Ooh, we're just back. Okay. Hi.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
Nice.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
We can help.
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too.
I trust her.
She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
Okay.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
Well, that's for a video in the future. I can't do that. I'm doing the quest now.
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, traveler.
Alright, see you tomorrow. Waiting minigame. Sounds great.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Sure. Now then, eavesdrop.
You heard the question. Now answer me.
Oh god. Again.
You heard the question. Now answer me.
So this a guard? Hello, what can I help you with? You look like you might not be able to take a fight, but you know, you got a little dagger. I guess maybe you can. Don't underestimate the oldies. Dia, what you gotta say?
Candace is an expert at dealing with people like this.
Uh-huh.
All we have to do is wait for her word.
I heard it. I heard it. Just me waiting with my bestie Dia. Here we are.
Hey, Dia!
Hello.
Right on time.
Of course. Do we learn anything from the criminals?
We'll know any moment now.
She's been in there all night?
Paimon's been
She's gonna kick the door open.
You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Yeah, that's why I love her.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, that's exactly what she means.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Uh-huh.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Sure.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, and now you do like the compliments? Okay. Hey, Sino.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
How's it going, Chief?
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
Okay.
To help out? By doing what?
Yeah. What are you up to?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Zapping them.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Maybe his aura.
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Okay. Sure.
Come on, let's go inside.
Should I be worried? Or excited? I don't really know. That's pretty. That cloud shaped like a heart. Just like how I feel for you guys. Alright, bye.
Candace, whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh, what gave it away?
The eyes.
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
This guy still sounds so weird.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
She mastered it real quick too. Now she's just as terrifying as he is.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling.
Right.
The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family.
It's true, Gramps.
You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war.
Yes.
And war serves no one.
Yes. I love her. Speaking only facts. Truer words have yet to be spoken.
The people of Aru village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have.
Yeah.
And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry.
Clap, clap, clap.
I'll tell you everything I know, please.
Okay.
Just let us go.
Drop the lore.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Okay.
They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
Wow.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Where are the village keepers now?
I'm not sure.
I find that hard to believe, Zaki.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Lie.
Strike.
Yeah.
You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
You can't get away with this.
2.
That's stressful.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there.
3.
You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
Slay them, all of them.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Alright. Sounds pretty cool. You have any idea who that mysterious person might be?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away.
3.
I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Anpu?
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Anpu? 1v9? Solo winning? Smurfing from...
Smooth.
Smooth? You're hiding your face. That was nothing but smooth.
Okay, speak.
Okay, never mind. I get the smooth now.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia.
I know, I told you. The rumor is made up by them. We know this.
Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community.
Anpu is an actual king. I love him.
It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands.
Guys, this has been confirmed like in Act 1.
They were the ones who brought them here to begin with.
Series, like
now
Act
they're
3.
trying to take them back. We aren't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, sure.
Not the academia again.
It's always them. In Sumeru City, Sataria also mentioned that King Deshret's resurrection is just the academia's misinformation campaign. Why are we only letting them know now? I can't believe this.
Just as I thought.
Yeah, but we knew. Ah, man, we just been wasting so much time for no reason.
But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars.
Right.
Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
Yeah.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Okay. The whole gang?
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
And put these guys in the oven.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals.
Oh, never
Leave
mind.
everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Oh, I can't
Let's
wait
meet
to level
back here
Candace.
once everyone's
Seriously.
ready.
I'm ready. Let's go. What do you mean? We're going. Oh, we're indoors again. I love it here. From Elazar Hospital. Thank you, Anpu.
I just hope everyone's all right.
Yeah, everyone's alright. Except for those 3. You can't really talk to them, huh? How are you guys doing?
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Probably.
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
They're so cute.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Yeah.
Dia, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Yeah, but she don't want to be, though.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
That's never. That's what it is to be a merc. Over you, Sino.
What scheme is the academia brewing now?
It still has the Fatutu. The Fatutu and the Sages. Untrustable. Untrustable, these lads. Waiting event? Waiting. Waiting minigame. Waiting feature. No waiting. We're going in. Hey, I'll hate them. How's it going?
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Woo!
I'll never get over Lumine's face. It's always perfect.
Where did you come from?
He was standing there before we got here.
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
He looks so futuristic.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
Okay, give us some spicy lore. Okay or don't? Wow.
Hey, what's with the silence?
Classic.
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad!
Oh.
Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Yeah, why were we sad? Alright, I can't wait to hear this one. Come on.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
Paimon.
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Wow, guys, we really have to sib for him because he's so mysterious.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Of course.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
Hmm?
Enough with the silent treatment!
He's giving us time to think.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
I don't know why these guys gotta keep ego battling against each other. They're both nerds. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all talk!
Drop the lore on us.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Talk to us.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
I do.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
What do you mean we're not a team? We're trying to achieve the same goal.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Well, tell us instead of flexing it.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Yes.
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone, but before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Lore.
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing?
Yeah, probably weirded out.
In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
I mean, I don't know.
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people
Hey.
have their reasons.
Tactical misinformation is what I call this.
Remember what Candace said?
Not lying.
Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru.
Yeah.
That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them.
Yeah.
By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
So, you're saying we can find new info from someone we've already spoken to?
Glad you're following along.
Mm-hmm.
Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived.
We knew she was turbo sus from the first moment we talked to her.
The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Yeah, fair enough.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Uh-huh.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence
I remember that
because she's
too.
aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I did notice that, but I didn't mention it.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Uh-huh.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
True.
Honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Okay.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself.
Yeah.
As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
Okay.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me.
I was gonna say.
If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
You really have a choice in this one.
We're on it.
Okay. Knock knock. Knock knock for real. It's actually knock knock. I double clicked it.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
I make the best chop suey. And I'm the honorary knight of Mondstadt. Yes.
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Oh, this is fun.
Is
Minigame?
it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler?
Yeah, of course. Hi, Miss Shawnee.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask
Look
you
at this
something.
thing. What is it, Miss Shawnee?
Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No.
Why's that?
Cause war.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations.
I understand this so much, to be fair.
Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this.
Right.
Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
I do think so, genuinely. Can't promise anything, but I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, we came here from another
Paimon,
nation.
shut
so
up.
It isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in.
True.
We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
Mm-hmm. Opens door. Nice.
I want to trust you.
But...
My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
This is okay.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is that I'm only one side of my family as desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru.
Why'd you have to fit in? Who cares whether you fit in or not?
Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Why do you want a side?
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Why are we getting it? Stop.
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs.
I know.
It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives.
I know. It's like the real world. We hate it.
Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace.
You know what? That's kind of like the academia girl that also came from the desert.
And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
Okay.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
Pinky promise.
Alright. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham.
Okay.
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
That's weird.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying.
Okay.
It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion.
Huh.
It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
Huh.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night.
Okay.
But, because we're in the middle of a desert,
there's that
I would
thing.
rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think of ghosts either. Could you make out where the sounds were coming from?
There's really nothing around these parts. Except for an old hospital not far from the
An
village.
abandoned hospital. Wow, this really is creepy.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar.
Oh.
But it's been abandoned for years.
Really? We need to check out that hospital.
Yeah, let's go.
Bro, Elazar? Okay. Cry from the Elazar hospital, so that's why this was called that. Oh, that's far. Alright, let's go. Oh, these are bad guys.
Gotcha.
Nice! Dude, I did the radish flip challenge. Ow. And then I hurt myself with my own dendro.
Oh, is this the place?
Yeah.
It's in terrible shape.
Uh-huh.
And there's sand everywhere.
There's hilichurls. We're in a desert,
Empty and
Paimon.
forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Ah, true. It is the ideal place to hide people. What's with the churls, though? Watch this Candace damage. Can I tank this? Alright, I tried. That's come on, I get forgiven for that one. There we go.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon
Something
had
unlocked.
expected.
What were you expecting then?
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky?
Why?
Or, you know, something like that.
You watch too many movies, Paimon.
He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Okay.
This is the one.
Sure, he has dendros, so he can activate the pillars. This is great. Nyum. He just pointed his finger. Why can't I point my finger? You have to attack. Oh, there was only one door. Crazy. So he could have just blown it up, it looks like. Ah.
Let's go in and take a look.
Okay. Carefully search the abandoned hospital. It's abandoned, and there's sand.
Hey, Ethan, we haven't found Squad. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Yes.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn.
Fair.
Until then,
Let's make a fire and chop suey. Can't wait.
I'm taking a break.
That's so me. Just that. I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
Yeah, smart.
What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Fly over.
Okay, sure.
This is kind of cute.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion?
Uh-huh.
Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the...
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives
That
up.
can make
You
sense.
keep reading your book. See ya.
The swift
How is he
180.
so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
I'd love that. Yo, this Lumine position. You know, it wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while either. Maybe it's time to spread your wings and become learned.
Hey, what good is that gonna do for you? You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging people to focus on their studies.
The more you learn, the more money you can earn to support me.
Hey, what gives? Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon?
Isn't that what I'm doing now?
Oh, right. Okay then. Thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere.
That's not that funny. We've got a little Terry cameo over here. Actually, Terry's the cryo one. This one should be Jackson. It's Jackson.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem, dude. Glad I can help. You're welcome. Oh, whoa, all the colors of the rainbow through the sky. And now it's nighttime. The stars, the reflection of the stars. It's the truth. The truth is unveiled.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Well, this is when we gotta get to work, though. Alhaitham's gone.
Huh? What was that sound?
Crying. I can't hear anything.
There it is.
I don't hear it.
It's coming from that direction.
I don't hear it. I'm deaf. Usually I hear it.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's
Oh, is
not
that it?
saying anything.
My PC is making so much noise I can't hear. That's weird. That is weird.
It's from below.
Well, we probably could have seen that during the day.
But there's no way we can get down there.
What do you mean there's no way?
Something is off about the interior here.
Did we not notice that gigantic trapdoor? Did we not? Ooh, creepy. Puzzles.
As I thought. There's a hidden structure.
Really?
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one.
Uh-huh. This is very creepy. This is horror game like.
Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms.
Get your blankie,
around
guys.
here. Let's keep exploring.
This is scary. Get your blankie. We better be cozy. Wait, what? Just got yeeted out. Okay, well, here's this. Works out.
Propagate!
There's a second one. Snakes! What in the world are you? My man looks like a baked potato on the head. Whoa, it's writing stuff. Ah, that is crazy, my friends. Whoa, what are you? Dragon bird. It's dead. I think it's a meat bird. I didn't need Jean in my party at all. I'm bringing back Electro Wolf Boy Tiger. Come back.
Ready to do my utmost.
Cool. Oh, yo, stolen by masked weasel. Well, I found the info about the key. You gotta find a weasel. But I'm not running in the desert to find a weasel right now. Well, exploration though, I'm excited for that. That's all this lore about. Emergency notice. This week's meals. Minty bean. Oh, you think this is gonna definitely, I'm gonna have to bake these for sure. Emergency notice. Abbas, male 23. Mole on the left side of the forehead, left-handed. Yeah, these are just the patients. Contact physician on duty immediately. Ibrahim, blurred out. Ah, darken remains the stem. Used to hold flowers. For Avon. This is like eerie, you know? People don't like that when there's remnants of it.
There's someone over there.
Need to be careful.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Give him a heart attack. What is this? This smudge.
Wait.
Who is it? We know him. Is it the dude that wanted to take the knowledge capsule in Act 1?
You're...
No dots, just your. He's gonna look up in the sky now.
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather.
Would it be him?
Also, why is he the only one here?
I don't know.
Didn't expect to see him here.
But he knows him.
You know him?
Yeah.
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
Okay.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
What a way with words.
No, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
Yeah. How'd he become like this then?
Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late.
True.
Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here.
But because he didn't reach the state.
Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
I don't think so. They only wanted to completely brainwash people. Yeah, this is what I saw earlier as well.
There are drag marks on the ground.
Yeah.
They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Okay.
Loaded with people?
That's the only obvious thing.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry.
Yeah.
As if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner.
Yep. Wake up, champ.
The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Yeah.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Well, it's
Allow
quite
me
literal,
to
isn't
jog
it?
your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos.
Yeah.
Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Yeah. But he's gonna be enraged in a second then. Flashback. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna be enraged in a second.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
So we're just gonna stand here until he punches
Correct.
us?
The academia is behind all of this.
I know. I've known this since Act 3, man.
It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village.
Yeah.
These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action, unbeknownst to them, of course. Through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia.
Yeah.
As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers.
Yep.
Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface,
Feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises.
Right.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King, and look for no further explanation than differences of belief.
Right.
A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that.
Yeah, we figured.
The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
No, it makes total sense.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too.
It's just, honestly, from the point on, at the start of Act 3, that we've been tracking the girl who helps the academia, from then on, this was obvious, no?
But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru Village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity.
Okay.
First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics.
Okay.
After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
Right, so you can just do anything with them and no one would miss them. I get it.
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question.
Yeah.
If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
It's awful to think about like that, but yeah, it's true.
Resource? For what exactly?
Experimenting or sacrifice.
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Okay.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
Oh my god.
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible.
Yeah, but okay, it has to be real, not possible.
Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
Right.
So, the human brain... Nah, everyone doesn't want to think about this.
Yeah, no, that's not great. How'd you learn this tech?
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects.
Yeah, but you should know everything then. Well, everything that's logged.
Judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process.
Yeah.
Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
I think that's what it is.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Well, no, that can't be right. Most of the mad scholars have made contact with the divine consciousness in the forest. That's what the Academia is after. Nice angle. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. They're using the divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
I don't think I would have ever gotten that. Usually my lore guesses are okay, but nah. The Academia needs people who have been exposed to the divine consciousness.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to.
Okay.
However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge?
I don't know either. I'm pretty sure I asked that earlier too.
The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal?
Well, okay, that we do know, is to create a god. But ultimately, it's not for the Academia, it's just the Fatui doing it for the Fatui.
I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
I also wonder since when the Academia has been taken over by the Fatui, and how it's happened.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
Well, to investigate maybe, but that's it.
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry.
Yeah.
Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
I agree.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules.
Yeah.
Whether it be academics or knowledge, Everything has its boundaries.
It's not
If
ethical.
those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed.
Yep.
This matter needs to be corrected. Just like fixing a typo in a book.
Okay, Nahida has better has better lines.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Your motives are more specific and personal.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want.
So do I.
The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Okay. Though he rejects the notions of greater moral responsibility, he justifies his actions because they are true to his personal motivations. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out.
Understandable.
Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Yeah, sure. You're so quirky.
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life
Hey.
would definitely be a lot easier.
Told you.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
Oh, that's what it is. The irony in that sentence, man. So, what do we do with this guy?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us.
Okay,
We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru village.
sure. Taking him home, baby. Oh, the weasel. Give me the key. Bro, investigate. Hey, I actually got the key. Hey, let's go. No exploration needed. You hear so much like crazy lore about all the patients here as well in the past. Open. Hey, what's this? Huh? Side quest. Before my time. Lads, I figured out a little story thing. Cool, hype. Hey gang, we found a man.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
Can I eat some melon? It looks so nice.
What's the situation?
Yes.
Who's this?
Ooh.
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
He looks so clueless. You tell everyone what you saw in the abandoned hospital and share your current theory. Melon!
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the academia's site for extracting divine canta knowledge.
Uh-huh.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine canta knowledge has been in circulation for a while now.
Yeah.
Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Someone's a mole.
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst.
I told you.
One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
It's the kid.
Are our friendships that shallow?
Nah. The kid's getting candy for it.
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
You still have your earpiece on, dude. Care to share your thoughts?
Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
He's not happy about it.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
He has an implanted microphone or something, just like the other girl.
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
But he also has the thing on.
So what you're saying is... Sino's the mole.
Yeah, but not intentionally.
Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham, since you were always acting alone.
Right.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
Okay.
What are you trying to say?
You worked very closely with the sages.
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details.
Uh-huh.
Simply put, The academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you?
Yeah, little microphone, just like the girl.
If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
Yes.
It's
Always
not
have
that
been.
simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha day.
Okay.
On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules.
Right.
I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too?
Definitely.
But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
Well, now they are, because you're their enemy.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
Uh-huh.
It predicted my every move.
Yes.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side.
Yeah.
Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from.
Right.
Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
Always has the right words.
They escaped because of me.
It's alright, dude.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Sure.
I have an idea.
Okay.
If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Maybe we can, like, reverse psychology, yeah.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now. If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
Home. One step behind him.
Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
Okay, yeah.
I must go.
Oh.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Okay.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go
No.
too.
You want to go
Oh
too?
my god, no.
If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
Too late, he's dead.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
I don't trust him.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
No.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you!
No.
Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
No. Like we're missing someone, you say. Follow Sino.
I'll be awaiting your good news.
Alright. I hope I'll have some for you. How about you, champ?
Please, stay safe, everyone.
Goodbye, Uncle Amp.
So, where do we go from here?
I don't know. Where Sino wouldn't go. Do you remember the route you took?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Okay. I mean, the village is in the desert. Oh, yeah, one of these. I love these. Talk.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Alright, Isaac, shut the heck up, man.
Is that because you play here a lot?
What?
Yep. One time, Grandpa
That's so
almost
crazy.
got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
Another thing about Sumeru, they added a lot of random butterfly spots, and it's just so nice. I love it. Oh, visions?
There's something here.
No. What are they?
What's this?
Woo-woo?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
Oh, okay.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
Don't complain.
Okay. So, we have to dig it out?
Yes.
Whatever's down there looks like it's buried really deep.
It's a domain entrance. Some F managed to retrieve the buried objects. Never mind.
These are likely fragments
Oh.
of an academia-developed device.
Yeah.
Something akin to a headset.
I was gonna say, it looks like what you have on your head.
Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way, because there are device fragments scattered around here.
Right.
Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Sure thing. Everyone goes in different directions and starts digging in the sand. After a short while, you dig up another device nearby.
Is this what we're searching for?
Yeah?
It looks kind of scary.
Does it? It looks like a helmet.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
Yeah.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan.
They were attacked by the sandstorm wolves.
They must have been attacked along the way.
Yeah.
Wait,
The sandstorm happened. What?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
I'm sure.
don't worry. Your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm. No promises.
Rizak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
Yeah.
We should be able to catch up.
Okay.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Okay. That's true. I mean, maybe not prior, maybe during.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Yep. I don't know if not far. We are literally on foot. We're talking about days ago.
But running on sand is so tiring.
You're floating. I don't get your complaints.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Apparently.
Of course it is.
Oh, look, it's little. When you make a bad joke, that's such a good bit. Tumbleweed.
Voices. Over there.
Where?
It sounds like an argument.
I can't do anything.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Yeah, it's like Tignati. Cutscene.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Nah, they're dumb.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
Okay, but I don't know about this. I don't know if the game's trying to get us to think that she's not trustworthy, supposedly. They're trying to get us to be sus of her.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars, you don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
What's going on? I don't want to be sus of her. I think it's fine. I'm gonna guess she's just extracting info still.
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you?
Dia!
Ay.
Hey, what are you doing?
I hate that we brought him along. I really hate it.
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Oh my god.
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
Nah.
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
What the?
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Ours?
Shut it, Paimon.
Doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Oh, another reset of the world.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
This thing is so big in screen, they really want us to notice it.
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I
King
live by
Deshet,
the
by the
edge
way.
of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
Alright.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
She also did it.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
I don't like this.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia.
Right.
With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Doubt.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
And yet are 1,000,000 times more powerful.
They look more like pawns of the academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say?
Hey, they're actually part, not of Rukkhadevata, they're Kusanali.
Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King.
Fatui
We
did that.
desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
Alright.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps we should.
Kill them.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia?
He's right. They don't care about them. They're just pawns as well.
These people have no value as bargaining chips.
Yeah.
But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage.
Sure.
These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
This is really smart.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Yes.
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
He could 1v3 them.
What if they decide to kill you instead?
They wouldn't do that.
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
Yes. I like this play. It's good.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
Yes.
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the academia?
Everything.
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the academia's way of doing things?
Nice. That's a good way to put it, though. I mean, he's right.
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Alright.
Not so fast.
What?
I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
Yes.
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
Of course he does.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
This is so stupid.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
We're the only one in shock.
Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
Yep.
Huh. An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest.
How is that? You're so weird. Ah, yes, a limb, of course.
But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
Uh-huh.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
What? Wait, don't slice off your arm if that's what this literally means. Don't do that. I thought the whole thing would be that if she lied, then they take the arm.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
Please don't do this.
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
This has to be a bait.
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a
You're not actually gonna lose an arm right now, are you?
I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
I hope the Dendro Archon can grow you a new one, because this is weird. What?
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
What? This isn't gonna happen. She's gonna counter it. Please. No. Yeah, in front of a kid as well?
Dia,
there's no way.
What are you gonna do?
Nah. There's no way. She has a plan.
You don't have to go this far.
You really don't.
That's not for you to decide.
But you really don't, though. The right arm has all the cool armor, too. Dia.
Dia, run!
There's no way. There's no way. These faces of shock.
Stop!
Bro, he's mid-momentum. He's not gonna stop. Okay, I get it. That was a test of faith. I get it. How did he stop in the middle of his swing? That's bullshit.
What's wrong? Can't do it?
No, but this is enough. You proved your like honesty.
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces?
This is so stupid. Yeah, indeed.
You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Waiting event. See ya, chap. Goodbye. An apple a day keeps your arm on your body, as they say. You're crazy, Dia.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Dia!
You're stupid crazy.
That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
I knew she'd say that. You're so annoying. Please don't do that ever again. I'd be worried about you.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb,
literally,
you gotta double down to seal the deal.
Out on a limb, I get it. Yeah, it's a good meme.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them.
Yeah.
If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
True.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from.
Sure.
Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
Uh-huh.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
You're annoying, Isaac.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
You're being trolled.
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
That's absolutely true, though.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
That's his whole personality. That's just how he is. Yep.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
Okay, I'm excited. You all return to Aru Village and rest your room's preparation. But what are the chances of success? What are the stakes? There's no way of knowing. Oh, perfect. Gather at the entrance of the village. Howdy. Everyone's here. Hey, gang. How's it going?
You're all here so early.
Yeah, everyone's up.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
This is a mistake.
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Why?
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
Oh?
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Hey, Mom.
Fine.
See it. Alright, the agreed location. Oh, that is far. Oh my, that is the end of the desert. Alright, well, see you in a while. Is that it? Are we going to the pyramid thing? Nah, bro. Not already. This feels like it's like the end of the... This is end game. This is crazier than Snezhnaya. I'm gonna die. Oh, we're good. This is gonna be so fun to explore. They're just hidden in sand. There's so much cool stuff. The desert's so cool. Okay, I'd rather not fight that. Oh, I need these. I need these. Big. I'm pretty sure it's for Candace. Red crest. These things definitely make sense in the desert because look at the amount of empty space this place has. Oh, yo, desert shrumpty shrumpters. It's crazy. Emerites. That's even crazier. Oh, I didn't touch the ground. The ground is lava. Alright, another statue of the 7. Exciting. Let's unlock a bit more of the map. Oh my goodness. It's behind the mausoleum. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Oh, and there's the thing we gotta farm. Excited to do that as well. My resin's full. Whoops. This thing is absolutely massive. I kind of thought it'd just be a thing in the distance that you don't get to go to for a while, but it's real and it's right there. And it's absolutely massive. What the? That is so crazy. This is, I feel like this is such, you know, ironically, a sandbox. It's such like a cool area to just mess around in. Oh, I knew it'd be an achievement. What? It gave me a cabbage? It gave me a nut? This is so crazy. Oh, this is, it says, Deshret, King Deshret. Now we've seen that about 16 billion times. Every time they talk about the guy, they show that above his name. This is the old god's house. There's a triangle following me. Help. Treasure hunters! Shaggy Shumta from the desert! Hey, it's a side event. What are you? Yes, more. I need these. Yes. The desert. It's scary, but also so cool. This is the most exhausting. Running up a sandy hill like this is the most painful thing in the world. Hello? Let me in, please. Oh, I can walk up the side. Hello? It's not open. Oh, maybe it's from this side. Wait, it has more than just 1 health. I thought it was going to be like the equivalent of a bird. I'm unlocking this waypoint. Expiration. I apologize. I need to use some resin, so I'll be sacrificing my life in this crazy duel arena against this crazy thing. Oh my goodness. Can I do damage yet? It has a lot of health, I think. I'm worried. He had his head in the floor. I just wanted to see it. Oh my, they're so worth it. I love the desert so much. I'm looking very forward to this. Oh my goodness. Do you think it's just the fact I'm close to this? This might be a part of that whole resurrection process theme, supposedly. This is just where the academia is experimenting in this thing. Look at the sky, man. This is such an incredible shot. This is actually crazy. Okay. It does look like it was just because of being in the presence of that thing. This is so pretty. Hey, the boys are back in town. Oh.
Huh. They got here before us.
Yeah, it was quite the distance. We didn't have the waypoint yet.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
You didn't have to admit that.
Is everything ready?
What are you... What about what?
Absolutely. Although...
I'll hate them.
You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Oh, he's the Gramps. That was the one dude, just a Gramps? Bro.
Why is there only one of them?
I don't know.
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think?
Hell no. This dude's just old grandpa, and this kid wants him back, and we have some academia scribe. What you mean? And we almost offered an arm. You're fake.
And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
Well, if we knew, we wouldn't have trekked through the entire desert for your sorry ass. He really wants to slice him. He really
You
wants
stay right there!
Oh? We're fighting? Oh, cutscene. The burb. Zap. Egg. Oh, she mad. With her default claymore. There's more fighting. Let's go. Okay, we're back in the exciting hype part.
What do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
Go ahead. Do it. You won't. He's shaking. He won't.
Why are your hands shaking?
I was gonna say.
Wait a second. It's a earthquake!
Oh my god. Drift sand. Oh, Dendro Archon. Yo! What? Teleport. Teleport them both. I'm holding on to Paimon. Oh my god. Nahida? I thought Nahida couldn't interfere anymore. Wait.
Paimon's dizzy.
Does this mean the other Archon's still alive, or was that just still Nahida anyway? Ugh. Is everyone okay? Looks like it. We don't see the bad guys though.
This day's going just great.
Well, we did find some kind of ancient ruin, so archaeologically speaking, it's a dump.
What a nuisance.
This is such a classic scene.
The sand dune collapsed.
Uh-huh.
I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us.
Mm-hmm.
It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body.
No doubt. You finally believe me.
The Dendro Archon. The present one.
Uh-huh. Kusanali.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
It's doomed, Isak.
Hey, look around you.
I have been.
Did there used to be a temple here?
Well, looks like it. It's the entrance. That looks like the abyss.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures.
That is a fact.
The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization.
Uh-huh.
This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now.
Yes.
It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet King!
Shut the hell up, man.
What's he doing here? And his men too?
What do you mean? They fell through with us.
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me.
You were literally fighting each other. You were point blank.
Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Cut his right arm off. Huh.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
You got some chunky hands, by the way.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
Yeah, he is, and we are too.
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
I know.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Don't you think it's curious?
Yeah.
1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet King's civilization appear.
No.
Two
Not per
major
se.
deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
His curiosity, man. I get it, though. I'm also curious.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
He's interested in knowledge.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say.
Yeah.
New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Sure.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
Desert Raider entered mysterious ruins. Let me talk to these guys. You got anything to say for yourselves? Samurai mercenary. Hey. This man's literally dead already. Die. You right, chumps?
Grandpa?
Oh, it's the same line. Okay. Here, I'll splash him with some water. Maybe he'll wake up. Good luck, kid. How does one get in? Mysterious. Ooh, okay, so domain. Yeah, let me in. Let me in. Haven't had one of these in a little while. Oh, it's pretty. There. What? Stuff growing inside here?
It's full of life here.
Yeah. That's crazy.
This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside.
Uh-huh.
Yet, it flows with energy inside.
What if Nahida has been, like, keeping it nice all this time?
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Uh-huh.
Sir Raman.
Oh.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you.
Do you see another Raman here?
Are you mocking me?
Yes.
What do you mean, sir?
Your reincarnation.
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over
Look
from
at
the
this.
Scarlet King's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Hey.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
Yeah, because you don't praise the Dendro Archon at all.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It's a museum tour.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
I told you. I may have found one already. I may have predicted. That'd be really cool if that was it. Bro, this is so cool. I love this, like, effect on the sand as well. Like, when you drag, it actually... So cool. Looks like there's 3 monuments here. Rotate. Why is it pointing me here? Ceremonial guide. Look up at the hall as a mortal and listen to King Dishret's holy guidance. Look up at the hall as a mortal. You mean literally? Look up at the hall as a mortal. I don't know what you're saying. I'm no mortal, dude. I'm literally invincible. If I die, the game restarts. Well, this just lights up in a certain color when it's right, so... There ain't no ceremony to be taken care of. I just spin until the line shine bright. Line, blah, English. Weird how no one's gonna say anything about the fact that I'm just fiddling with a bunch of stuff. I'm just doing my own thing. Oh my goodness. You know? I was like half sitting. I'm confident the more I look at this, the more it's gonna be like the Scarlet King and Dendro Archon were just besties. Straight up. Thanks for Sunsetia. See, this is actually Dendro. All of this is Dendro. How exciting. We go even down further? Okay, I should probably open this because we're instanced. It's not scenic. Well, it is pretty scenic, but we're never gonna see it again. I love that you can kill the little Hydro ones. With Hydro. Lads. Lads. Uh-oh. What? Really? Okay. Sure. No. Don't do this to me. I have to bait this wall. Open up. You think I didn't see this? Give me that. Very scenic. Very nice. Very nice little room. With blue trees. This is, again, a little bit like the Shenhe domain. It's a labyrinth. Another chest, I bet. Oh, never mind. It's carrots, sunsetia, and radishes. Door of Resurrection. Mushrooms.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Pop. Skadoosh. Do your worst.
Nowhere to run.
Hyper Bloom. Woo, 54 whole damage with the Hyper Bloom. Is that the king? The Scarlet King? Maybe? Here's another entrance. Another door resurrection. More baked potato head mushrooms. Another chest. Another mural of the Greater King. But now there's a common chest here. Wonderful. There's a flying chicken mural. I assume we land on top of it now? Like, I activate this. Yeah, and I jump on top of it. And we go even higher. That is cool! Another door resurrection. Another mural of the god. I think so anyway. Where is everyone? We've been abandoned. Well, we've abandoned them, more like. Hello. No hard feelings. Alright, we've defeated all of them. So now it's unlocked the button for what? The elevator? Turn off. Turn off what? Exactly. Start up. It's turning one thing. Did it? Just makes no sense. One time it turns 2 and then sometimes it turns 3. This should unsync them slowly, no? It's only gonna turn 2 again. Yes! I'm on top of it. Alright, that was not that complicated. I mean, there's like an order to it. I'll be honest, I kind of wanted to just brute force it, and I did, so let's go. Oh, maybe that was not the intent. Oh, never mind, we're going way further down now. We went all the way up to go way further down, I think. This is new.
Now that's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much
It's
vegetation
in parentheses, King got a shit again.
Different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
I'm T-posing. Wait, what was my mouth open? Oh lordy, we're going through. Wait. No, that's the tree, right? Nah, that's not the tree.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
It really does look very pretty. Whoa. That's so cool.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
What's that?
I mean, I don't think it's the tree. Or you mean the statue?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
A tomb? It's so chunky, I'm sorry.
These are Scarlet King runes.
King Deshret.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
Uh-huh.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
Kasala.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Yes, King Deshret script.
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
I'm pretty sure he is.
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated.
There's a mine right there.
The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Probably.
Is this it?
What?
Analyzing.
Why is there a robot in old ruins? Hey, that's the same thing as when we did an energy capsule or a knowledge capsule.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains.
Really now?
Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Okay.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Why'd you have an eye patch when your eye is fine? He already said he's not with academia.
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Okay. Exciting. This is so high-tech for no reason.
Civilization is born of knowledge.
Yes.
But so too can knowledge be its demise.
True.
A disaster caught us unaware.
This is pretty classic
knowledge
lore.
that did not belong to this world.
Okay.
The Scarlet King brought
King
this
Desert, by the
forbidden
way.
knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague.
Really?
People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their
No
bodies.
way!
Even the land was stripped of its vigor.
Elzar
A desperate, deathly
and
silence remained.
the Withering are the Scarlet
Were it
King's.
not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the
Look!
forest, the damage would have been irreversible.
She's so pretty!
She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life.
Yo!
The disaster was miraculously tempered.
Queen!
And the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village.
Nice.
Alas, the miracle could not last.
Not nice.
As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world.
Really?
In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself.
Nice. And everyone thinks it's
spent my
no.
whole life since guarding one of these many temples.
But the truth's not even out there.
Now, my duty is coming to an end.
Who is it?
As
Sino's
I close
dad.
my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more.
This is so pretty.
In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How
So it's just the same person!
Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense
Lesser
that
Lord is just the
spirit
same
of
one,
life will
but
abide
back
with
from
me during
tiny,
my
just like the
eternal
Aranara. It became a seed again.
Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act.
I understood that, right? I understood. Did I get that right?
What was that?
Holy moly! Basically, Scarlet King did dark magic, forbidden stuff, brought the blight, or what do you call it, the withering, as well as the sickness of Elazar, right? Is that what it's called? I hope I'm saying the words right. Then decided it'd be best to sacrifice himself to get rid of it, with the help of Lord Rukkhadevata, right? To try and contain it for a while, which didn't work eternally. So she also had to sacrifice and basically did an Aranara and became tiny baby her. And had to give up all her memories. Oh my god. Tell me I got that right, and if I didn't, that would have been way cooler plot. That is crazy.
No, impossible.
Yup.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former
Yup.
Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King were never enemies at all.
I knew it. Of course they weren't.
But this doesn't make any sense.
No.
The Dendro
That's the
Archon's
academia.
followers. They're clearly...
The corrupt part from the Fatui. Stop.
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh.
She became so tiny in the end.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Came to the rescue of King Deshret. Hey, that's the Lost King, by the way. And his people. But eradicating the forbidden knowledge took so much of her power. Two deities' followers have resented each other all this time, completely unaware that their gods stuck by each other through life and death.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology.
That I agree with, as
You've
well.
just witnessed his priest's last words.
Uh-huh.
I've never heard about any of this before.
So has no one else.
The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors.
Uh-huh.
The Scarlet King's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization. It was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing.
I hope you're recapping and not actually, you don't believe this anymore, right?
We saw her as nothing more than a traitor.
Okay, he is recapping.
Who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis, just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
Uh-huh.
If I hadn't seen this for myself...
Stop laughing. It's
if
not
I
funny.
hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart...
I would have never, ever believed any of this.
How could I ever begin to accept this?
Yeah.
The truth is so far from what I've always known.
Mm-hmm.
Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Well, the Academia is still controlled by the Fatui, and they're still your enemy, and they're still our enemy too, so don't worry about that.
Rahman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Yes.
Dia, tell me, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Your life. Raman takes some time to collect his thoughts, while the rest of the party continues to explore. Raman's reaction is nothing strange. To any believer, the truth he has just witnessed would have been difficult to accept.
How you doing?
I'll live. Thanks.
I kind of get it.
I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
You could.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for.
Yeah, we get all the people. Good.
But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened
Once
here
again,
today,
we're all friends. Let's
somehow
go.
I need to explain it to the others.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a success. Hopefully it is, though.
It's not gonna be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
Yeah.
Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side.
Okay.
And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers.
Fair.
We'll share our other resources with you too.
Ah, my man. Not Ramen, my man.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
The gods never gave up on anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
Oh, it's gonna be so nice when we take down the sages, man. I think that's gonna be the biggest relief I've ever had. So far in the game, there hasn't been really a moment where I'm like, ah, yes, finally. But these sages, that's really they're the ones I dislike the most out of anyone so far.
That must have been rough.
Mm-hmm.
But he seems to have figured things out now.
Yeah.
Rahman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat.
I believe it.
It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King.
Yeah.
But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
It's a turn for the better.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
Yeah.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
What are we doing tomorrow then? We're just attacking attacking the sages? You alright, Sino? He has to recognize the aesthetic.
Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
I know, right? It's been 2 years that I've been telling her that. How did no one even mention the semblance in aesthetic similarity? Something about the dark sun. Leave the ruins. Not before I get my scenic chest. I can jump again here now. Oh, Sino's not here anymore. Would have been cool to interact with him. This is so pretty. I hope you're able to come back here, but I seriously doubt it, which is a real shame. So I'm gonna enjoy it one more time. Very, very cool. Can't say it was unexpected, but still cool.
Looking for trouble?
No, I'm okay. I'm stealing your coconuts though. And here we go. This should be the last bit of the desert unlocked as well. Give us a little achievement. Wow, there's a big valley there as well. There's a lot of desert to explore. I'm so excited. Continental Explorer, Dune Dreams 1. Let's go. Okay, here we are. Took a little bit, go through the entire desert again. Howdy.
Rahman, we're here.
We are.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
Great. No one brought the kid
I
either.
guess all I can say now is, Thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it.
Yeah, she deserves it.
But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Took you a bit to realize all that.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Ambush again.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Hi, both fools and frauds.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
Knock him out.
I've been all over the desert trying to find you.
That's right.
Oh? What's going on? Just, we've been all over the desert?
General Mahamatra? No, no. Make it quick, please. Swift and painless.
What the hell, man? Besides the fact these two are fools, the academia really has been mistreating their people if this is how they react to seeing the general.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost.
Yeah.
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
For me?
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
Uh-huh.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Uh-huh.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
You get 3 strikes.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
Uh-huh.
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Okay.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking.
To create a god.
They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Strike 1.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
May I ask them a question?
Be my guest.
Alright, here I go. The sages are trying to create a new god, aren't they?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
Uh-huh.
You're serious, aren't you?
Yeah, I swapped places with the Dendro Archon. It was kind of crazy. It didn't happen for long, though.
How did you know?
Alright, well, that's 3 strikes in 1. Slap him.
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right.
What is this voice?
The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru.
Yeah, that's what they're telling you. It'll just belong to the Fatui.
It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between.
Does this person, is intentionally nerdy because it's like a researcher, so it's like, haha, nerd, or what?
The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Okay.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor.
Yeah, we know.
He brought a gnosis, and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities.
You just went along with it? What the hell? The Queen could show up and I'd be like, what are you on about? No.
The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed.
You.
He asked them, do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
Yeah. Isn't it funny too in the little cutscene we saw when they also said when you want too much power it always ends up bad? This is the exact same thing. If they succeed in making Scaramouche a god, he would just kill everyone anyway. Everything.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet.
So he's gonna be thrown away again?
After that, they harvested dreams via the Sebzerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output.
Yeah.
With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core.
Oh, wow.
Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
Right.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Right.
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail.
Okay.
Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhaitham.
No.
If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher.
Ah.
In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
Right. But only that god could interpret that then, no? But the sage's end product won't be the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. It will be the Balladeer.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters.
Uh-huh.
It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood.
Right.
Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom.
Okay. Wait.
This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Okay.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god.
We know.
When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away.
She is just a tiny being. She's a tiny seed. She has to relearn everything.
Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom.
You just wait.
Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
Yeah, you were the reason for it.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
Yes. Even now, they still refuse to acknowledge Lesser Lord Kusanali. I never imagined a god could be subjected to such cruelty.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery.
Okay.
Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Oh, they're getting a beating.
Sure, as you wish.
They're getting a beating for sure. Hey guys.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes.
Great.
And each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them.
Nice.
The two new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
The atmosphere is so heavy.
Can you fly? It's hard not to feel weighed down by what we just learned. Despite everything Lesser Lord Kusanali has done for her people, the Academia has abandoned her in the sanctuary of Surastana like a lost cause. I don't know how to pronounce it yet. Even those she's protected have never realized there's such a small and childlike god in the world.
Hey, say something. Stop spacing out.
I'm not. Stop saying spaced out.
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and
Okay.
try to think about something else.
Sure. Cheers is what they say.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Please.
Oh, Paimon's so coming with you.
I want to come too.
Do you
Please.
have any plans, traveler?
Resting, sleeping for 10
That's
hours.
above. You're not talking about work, are you?
I want to share everything I know with all of you.
So you were still withholding some information?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I had my reasons. But now, I know we're all in this together. In between the conversations, Candace and Paimon bring over snacks and tea. Oh, that sounds so good. Dia's expression is relaxed, as if her mood hasn't been affected by the heavy conversation at all. Sino has a firm and solemn expression on his face. It looks like he's made up his mind about something. The core of his beliefs, I don't know. Alhaitham also turns towards the crowd. He wants to listen to. After that, the whole story comes out. All the experiences, feelings, and secrets shared freely with everyone. To share everything means to consider everyone as allies. From today on, everyone will fight for the same goal.
Lived through all of this
That is cool.
firsthand. It still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
Does it really, though? After what we've already done in this world. That's everything we've experienced so far in Sumeru.
What a whirlwind of a story. Felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
Sure.
It's time to make a plan.
Okay.
Indeed.
I
These
feel like this
events were
might not
flagrant
happen now,
transgression
though.
of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
Agreed.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
I think so.
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
No matter what lies ahead, I will do my utmost.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
Alright. I do have to say though, my brain's more like brain drain than brainstorm at this point.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Oh, that's next patch, isn't it?
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
That's next patch, isn't it? Chapter 3, Act 4 complete. And nothing new pops up. That's it for this patch. Oh my. Uncle has nothing to say. They're cute. They're talking about Candace being the follow-up leader of the clan, and I'm excited
The past
for
few
it.
days have been some of the most challenging work I've ever taken on.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy.
And none of it'll earn me a single mora. I can't believe it.
I'm sure you'll get your treat at the
Look on
end.
the bright side, dear. Maybe we'll get a
See?
huge
That's what I
reward
mean.
after this is all over.
I think so too.
You've got a point. Hey, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow with more money than you could ever spend?
I don't even know. I don't think I'd change that much.
Paimon would buy boat.
That's it?
Oh, boat. Paimon would buy boat.
And maybe some tasty drinks as well?
Yeah, I don't know either.
How adorable.
What would you do?
Well, here's to all our indulgent fantasies. If there's a chance they can come true, I'll give it my best shot.
Alright.
And here's hoping that everything we do from now on will change this world for the better.
I mean, if it doesn't, the world restarts anyway. It's still my theory. I'll stick with it till the end. Candace,
You must let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
become C6. I'm about to do a 10 pull. Please be in that.
Though I cannot leave our village, I can't help but feel stirred when I see the looks in your eyes. I've never felt as roused as this when fighting alone in the past. I suppose this must be the power of camaraderie.
Uh-huh. She's always nice. Watch this, though. No, not saw you. Candace, you lied to me. You said you would help me. Ah, oh wait, the uncle's here now. Hello there. I'll hate them. You got something to say?
Don't rush. This is a big undertaking, and the planning and preparation for what lies ahead will no doubt take some time.
A month, perhaps?
Take it slowly. We need to make sure the plan is as effective as possible.
Sure.
He's starting to read his book again. Hey, are you even listening?
I mean, he said everything there is to say.
Would you like me to lend you something to read?
Yeah.
No way. Your books aren't quite to Paimon's taste.
I was joking. I know my books are far too difficult for you, and I have no intention of lending them out.
Of course.
Ugh, you're so annoying.
You're annoying. You're both annoying. And finally, Sino.
In the past, I never imagined that even the gods could suffer from hardship.
What a tense
If we
stare.
can find a way to change all of this, will this nation become a better place?
Maybe. I mean, I think it would, yeah. The sages really aren't here for the people anyway. Well then, let's do an outro. That was nuts. What a crazy second quest that was. I will say there was a ton of lore, kind of predictable, but it wasn't as action-packed as the first act of this patch, so Act 3. Act 4 was a bit more lore-heavy, a little less tense, a little less spicy, but I still really enjoyed learning everything about all this lore stuff, and I'm now looking forward to next patch even more, because this is an actual cliffhanger. This is a gigantic cliffhanger. I think, and that's kind of what I prefer doing now, I just talk about the stuff that happens as it happens, so I don't really have to do a recap anymore. But yeah, I think I understood it right. Lesser Lord Kusanali is just a little seed of what Rukkhadevata was. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's what I understood from it. And it's also because the Aranara quest is fresh in my head, and that kind of blends together for some reason. Either way, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I will see you in the next one in a month for maybe the conclusion. This is a long Archon series. I'm liking it a lot. It's very cool. Alright, lots of love, take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.